Today we're going to go over some tips on just how to season properly. One of the main things that people not necessarily get wrong but struggle with is seasoning with proteins. So a few main things you really need to do. First is let the protein you're using come up to room temperature. Massively important, means you get a much more even cook. And then secondly, when you're seasoning, it's a combination of things. It's using the right salt for the right application and then making sure you're using it at the right time. When cooking a steak like this nice ribeye we've got here, we're using a really fine, almost table salt season to begin with, so it'll stay on the steak as you're cooking it, and then make sure that you're not just getting big lumps of salt throughout it. And same thing, it's one of the differences between restaurant and home cooking. Season quite liberally, some will come off in the pan. You've got to think as well, you're seasoning just the outside, you've got about 1 inch of meat there as well that the salt needs to permeate through. If possible, leave that for a couple of minutes just for the salt to relax through there, then dry your steak off, or just dab it with a cloth to stop any water that's leached out, and then cook in a really hot pan. And then the other sort of salt that is going to be really important in this is a finishing salt. So out here we use Malden, but it's some really nice flakes, and that same thing, once you've cooked your steak, or let it rest, give it a nice slice through, and then just finish it with some of this so you actually taste kind of the nice little bite of salt through there. The difference between those two is really, this is your cooking salt and this is your finishing salt.